right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big welcome to all of you here. It's nice to see you in the middle of this program. I want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone and also to encourage you to remind everyone in the group pages. If you know anybody on the page, just tell them that we are live. Just type it there. See, the way you have remembered it by virtue of remembrance, it's not everybody who will remember it. Most people will not remember that we are alive. So by stating it, it will help a lot of people. So if you could please go to the page and indicate that we are live. That's all we want to do. We are live is going to help people. Having said that, we are not going to delay a lot of time at all. We are going to welcome you and then start. So I want to say a big welcome to Enyanam, to Sana Black, Benjamin, Celine, Elizabeth, Jacob, Gideon Stevens, Francis Edu Henry, Dumago, Lena, Rosa Martin, and Nokpling. It's lovely to have all of you here. So can we all put it on the page? I mean, I've seen some of you already here. So if you can put it on the page, it's an indication that you are here. Okay. If you can put it on the page, it's an indication that you are here. I mean, you know, I would have wished that I would type it there. But since you are here, isn't it nice that you type it there for me? If you could please type it there for me, it is an important achievement. Okay, so let's start. For those of you who do not know me, my name is on the screen. I'm a teacher by profession, but at the same time too, I'm a businessman. I do this business. And I've learned a lot of things under the tutelage of a lot of incredible people around the world. And because of that, I want to share something that will help you big time in a significant way. Along the line, I'll have some people who will join me, and then they will share some lovely points with you. Now, to begin with everything, I want to share a certain video with you. Watch this video as we use it to begin our encounter.
What is the value of his life? Instead of answering, the father told his son to take this rock and go sell it at a market. If anybody asks the price, raise 2 fingers and don't say anything. The boy then went to the market, and a woman asked, "How much is this rock? I want to put it in my garden." The boy didn't say anything and raised up 2 fingers, and the woman said, $2? I'll take it. And the boy went home and told his father, "A woman wants to buy this rock for $2. The father then said, "Son, I want you to take this rock to a museum. If anybody wants to buy it, don't say a word and just put up 2 fingers." The boy then went to the museum, and a man wanted to buy the rock. The boy didn't say a word and just put up 2 fingers, and the man said, $200, I'll take it. The boy was shocked and went running home and told his father, "A man wants to buy this rock for $200. His father then said, "Son, the last place I want you to take this rock is to a precious stone store. Show it to the owner and don't say a word. And if he asks the price, just put up 2 fingers." The son then went to a precious stone store. He showed the rock to the owner. "Where did you find this stone? It is one of the most rarest stones in the world. I must have it. How much would you sell it for?" The boy put up 2 fingers, and the man said, "I'll take it for $200,000. The boy, not knowing what to say, ran home to his father. "Father, there's a man that wants to buy this stone for $200,000. His father then said, "Son, do you know the value of your life now? You see, it doesn't matter where you come from, where you're born, the color of your skin, or how much money you were born into. It matters where you decide to place yourself, the people you surround yourself with, and how you choose to carry yourself. You may have lived your whole life thinking that you were a $2 stone. You may have lived your whole life surrounded by people that saw your worth for only $2. But everybody has a diamond inside them. And we can choose to surround ourselves with people that see our value and see the diamond inside of us. We can choose to put ourselves in a market or put ourselves in a precious stone store. And you can also choose to see the value in other people. You can help other people see the diamond inside of them. Choose the people you surround yourself wisely. And that can make all the difference in your life. I love you all, and I wish you all the best. My name is Sean Uranahiran.
This is a telling video. I mean, if you got an input from it today, you know the value of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we want to look at what you are building. What are you building? And then we'll ask those who have built themselves, their businesses, up to the level that is enviable. What makes them unique? What makes all of this very special? What makes them unique? What makes them special? What makes them unique? In fact, the more you listen, the more you want to share some of the nuggets on the page. We have a lot of things to do, so let's begin. Okay, along the line, I will share you a 1-minute video along the line. So, what is it that, in fact, the information I'm about to give you, ladies and gentlemen, is an information that is $1 million advice. What I'm about to share with you will help you. It can change the course of your business. And here's one truth. 15% of people buying behavior is determined by the past. I want to repeat that. The buying behavior of 15% of the people is determined by the past. 85% of buying behavior is determined by the anticipated future. So when someone is buying something from you, it is determined by the anticipated future. What will happen? That's what the person is asking himself. Oh, what will happen as a result of me buying this from you? That's what the person is asking. So why would two things, the same thing, one person will get so many people buying from him or her, but another will not get people buying from him? Why is it that the same thing, somebody is flying with it, but that same thing another is not? It is the person's perception of you. It is not the person's perception of the item you're buying, you're selling. And in fact, you don't sell items. The real purchase, the best way to sell something is not to sell that something. Why do we say so? Because anytime you are selling something to somebody and you let them know that you are selling something to them, you chase them. Have you seen the way the hawker chases the car when you are trying to buy something? It chases and chases and chases because it wants you to buy it from him. But if you make things look like you are not buying, you are not selling to them, and therefore you do not care about them getting it from you, that's when they buy it a lot from you. So what do you sell instead of what you sell? What do you sell? What do you market to people instead of what you are currently marketing? Now, many of us here are marketing or selling GotBackUp. It's wrong. You cannot sell GotBackUp. It's wrong. Because the moment your idea, your whole mind is about the GotBackUp, it means that you are not better than GotBackUp. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that you are better than GotBackUp. You are highly valued. You are highly special. Before GotBackUp, you were there. After GotBackUp, you'll be there. So you don't want GotBackUp to be the thing that you are selling to people. No, you can't sell GotBackUp. You cannot market GotBackUp. That is why normally when we are presenting, we tell you that tell the person that you have a gift for them without telling them what the gift is about. Because the moment a person comes to realize that you are selling GotBackUp, it means that you are not important anymore. And therefore, the person can also choose to leave every time, anytime. But once the person likes you because of who you are, the person will be with you, even if it is charcoal. that you are giving to the world. Even if it is charcoal, the person will be with you because the person is not going for the item, but is going for you. So these are the things people buy. People don't buy GotBackUp. People don't buy, the things we sell. They buy you. They buy you first. Ladies and gentlemen, they buy you first. They buy you first. They buy you first. When they buy you, it doesn't matter what you have for them, they will go for it. And today you're going to see evidence of how, because I've spoken to all of the leaders, and the consistency is that they are all not selling GotBackUp, they are selling transformation. Every leader who is flying a lot in this project is selling transformation. He's selling himself. He's selling herself. That is why the leader is doing so well. That is why the leader is at the top of his or her game. They are selling value. And what is value? Value is anything that is useful to the user. Okay? They are selling value. And value is anything that is useful to the user. So the leader must find you useful to him. The leader must find some words you say. The leader must find some knowledge you vomit. The leader must find some expertise you have. The leader must find some competency you have. You see, someone must find you to be competent, to be expert, to be having mastery over something. And the moment the person recognizes that mastery, the person comes to you to be around you, not because of GotBackUp, but because of the competency, the expertise, the proficiency, the mastery that you possess, the authority of the value that you possess. People will also buy you because of your story. So you notice that sometimes somebody has no money at all, but that person has vulnerability. His story is very vulnerable. His story is someone who has gone through some ordeal. The story is what someone is buying. The person wants to be with you because of the nature of your story. So who you are is good, but what you are becoming is better. Write it down. Who you are is good, but what you are becoming is better. So you got to ask yourself that as you become part of the GotBackUp community, what are you becoming? For the past 6 months that you have been with us, how do you see you becoming? Do you see you improving? Do you see you becoming better? What is your communication skills becoming? What is your value becoming? What is your skillionaire becoming? What is your leadership skill turning out to be? How powerful is your communication skills? How wonderful is your time management skills? How fantastic is your speech quality becoming like? How wonderful is your vocabulary building up? These are the things that you will let you know that you are becoming better. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can calculate how better you are becoming, I'm telling you, people will start buying. If you got to look into the mirror of yourself and tell yourself, am I becoming better? What stories have you achieved? What vocabulary of authority do you have now? If there is no GotBackUp, okay, if there is no GotBackUp, what can you tell someone that will inspire the person to say that, I just love what you just told me. Can you tell me another time? Can you tell me more? If there is no GotBackUp, do you have something that you hold on to the extent that the person will love to hear from you? I've given you a couple of examples of these. Then you can appreciate it. Because that is what we got to be selling. So, note this, that people don't buy products and services. They buy. See, right now, if a person is trying as much as possible, whether or not he will buy iPhone, it is because of the rate at which iPhone has created, the authority, the value that iPhone has created. That is why the person is trying to actually get iPhone. So iPhone has put itself on a certain level and people will buy that. Nanama McBrown has put herself on a certain level that I can promise you, if Nanama McBrown should come and hold on to the same business you might be struggling in, she will excel. She will excel not because she has so much knowledge about GotBackUp. No. She will excel not because she's beautiful than you. No. She will excel not because that she is, a rich woman that you know. She will excel because she has already produced value to the world. I get in a point. She has already given the world something, and the world already like that something. And therefore, even when she's bringing something the world doesn't like, because the world already likes something she has brought, the world will take it. So you got to transform people. You got to, you see, when you are speaking to somebody about this whole program, you start from your source of knowledge. You start from something you are good at already. You start from who you are. You start from what you have become. You start from where people already like you. If people like you in the basis of church, worship, or something, you start from that angle. If people already like you in the area of music, you start from there. If people like you in the area of something else, you start from there. Because that is what will drive the people. That's what will make them stay with you. It's not GotBackUp. It's not GotBackUp. There are some people in my previous businesses, they are following me because of the way I killed myself for them. Because of the knowledge and the value and the wisdom, okay, that I poured into them, they feel the need to still be around me because they know that value that I'm giving them is still useful. And so you got to find a way. And today I'll be showing you. So who are you? Let's see whether this is you. Who are you? The moment we type your name into Google, who knows you? Who can gel with you? Who can say that, oh, I know Jeffrey, I know Esimebia, I know Jacob, I know Mudashiru, I know Agatha, I know Jacob, I know Oliver, I know Evangelist, I know Abbas Marita, I know who? If we are to Google you, or if somebody were to mention you, how will people gel with you? How would they know who you are? Would they know that who is he or who is she? I don't know her. Okay, because when people already know you and you see her, they will know you by virtue of something you have given out. They will know you by something you are already good at, even before joining GotBackUp. They will know you because you have given them something before. You have given them either through social media or in person. In person, you have given them something. You provide something to their life. You may be a doctor, you may be a lawyer, you may be an engineer. There's something you have. There's something you have, but you have to journey into yourself. It's called an introspection. And when you go through that journey, you will find that, and then you'll be able to do that. So one of the things that you can do to position yourself, and I want everybody to go and do this, ladies and gentlemen, is that create a social media presence and take quality picture, top level quality picture of yourself, and put it there so that the moment the person sees you, the person will know who you are. Okay, quality top level picture. Let me show you some of them. So when you look on this screen, these are some of the quality pictures. You see, by looking at some of these pictures alone, you can quickly tell that, oh, this person is a restaurant manager. This person is an architect. This person is a cook. This person is a medical doctor. This person is that. This person is that. Just by quality picture. So if somebody were to even look at your Facebook picture, some people are hiding their faces. You go to some Facebook, somebody says, my name, the person has written his name, Kiyokoyo. What is that? You are hiding. You don't want to be seen. And the more you don't want to be seen, ladies and gentlemen, God will not, because you see, when you put yourself out there, like Jesus put himself out there, then you get people coming to you. Imagine Jesus comes and stays only in Nazareth. As long as Jesus is staying in Nazareth, what will happen? People will not want to be around him because he's stuck in one place, and that one place is not us. So you want to be out there with a top level quality picture that you want to put there. That's the first one. The second thing is that you may not even be in a professional environment. You may be a carpenter, a hairdresser, a gardener, a caterer, dignified. Take top level picture. Pictures speak 1,000 words. When a person looks at maybe you don't even have a suit, but you decide to actually rent a suit and take a wonderful top quality picture. And then you pack it. You don't take the picture with your studio picture, with your face, what call it, selfie. No, you take the picture in a studio. You take a studio picture, and that picture will speak volumes of words in the eyes of the people. This is how you begin to create value. Next thing, Okay, you may be an expert in one of those. You may be a relationship expert. You may be an endurance person. You may be a humble person, a great joker, a stylist, a single mother, a marriage counselor, a separation counselor, a father, a Sunday school teacher. You may be expert in some of these things. Begin to now dignify those things. Begin to now learn more about it. Begin to now mature those things, because people will gel with you in those valuable creations. But not only that, you got to be an expert in something. You see, right now, you may be an expert in teaching, a specific aspect of teaching. You may be an expert in music, but you got to dig into it and baptize yourself into it. And you may be an expert in business. You may be an expert in communication. You may be an expert in being a pastor. You may be an expert in something. Start mastering these things. Because these things are the things that draw people, that magnetize people to you. You magnetize the conditions you seek by those things. So let's look at some of the things you should master. Again, you may not be good in some of them, but find the one you are good and start baptizing yourself. When I say baptize yourself, I mean learn more in that area. Read a lot and try to be an expert in the subconscious mind. Be an expert in race situation. Be an expert in how people consider fear. Learn everything. Read a lot. Ask ChatGPT. Read a lot about fear. Read a lot about investment. Read a lot about occupation. Read a lot about architecture. Master the rudiments and the basic architecture of AI. Master the travel. Be an expert in travel. Be so good in adventures and travel that the moment people call you, they identify you with that area. Be an expert in relationship. Be so good when it comes to mentorship. Understand the nitty-gritties of business. Read a lot about business. Ask business people questions. Understand the concept of business. Dissect the examples of business. Read the books of business and become so expert in business creation. And people will begin to come towards you. Understand anything here that you are good at. Mature your understanding in that area. And you become a guru in that area. You become a guru so much that you would have been identified. Say, even if GotBackUp is not there, these things will be there. And now, when you are speaking to people, it's no longer about GotBackUp. You see, when the person says that I'm not interested, you forget about GotBackUp and you start giving this value to the person. You tell the person about his family. You tell the person about his occupation, about his recreation, about money. You got to understand these things so well. And the more you begin to understand these things so well, now the person sees you as an expert in those areas. And this is it. Value is created when a person repeats it. So you cannot learn these things once and become an expert. And I'm going to ask some people some of these things, and you will be able to master this. So now let me go to Dr. Dorothy. Dr. Dorothy, you have been one of those people who has been doing so well in this business. Now, obviously, people might see that it's because you are a doctor. But I challenge that is not the case. And I'm telling that is not the case because there are several other doctors you have brought. Some of them are even high practice senior, doctors than you are, and they have not been able to reach the level that you have been able to reach. So obviously, it's not because you're a doctor, okay? And it's also not because you have been a businesswoman before this. Before this, too, you were not a businesswoman. You were Sankra do Mondo Group, okay, in there. The only thing you knew is medicine. So what is it? What is it really? And today I want us to be frank. Forget about what is it that you think that it has made you move so fast in this business.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kiri, for the question. Thanks for having me on this particular call, because I think it's the first time I'm going to have to open my mouth, having encountered your mentor. And it's significant what mentorship does. So let me just address the question. There's something that still echoes in my head, and I think maybe we should all put it in the chat. Knowledge is the differentiator. As for effort, we all put effort into everything. Effort
Mm.
is equal. We all put effort into everything that we do. But the only thing that makes the difference between person A and person B is the knowledge that person B might have. So
Mm.
there's the only difference between any of us succeeding now and those who are yet to succeed. I think the gap is only knowledge, and the only way you can acquire knowledge is by learning it. It's remarkable how this week has been for me, and we can all learn anything. The
Mm.
way we were able to learn to get the certificates that we have, the way we were able to stay through primary school to pass those exams so we got to BC, everything you learned, you were able to pass. That capacity is still with you, and it's
Mm.
a blessing God gives to us, the ability to learn and succeed at anything that we set our minds to learn. So I think that the difference for me was honestly, I like Dr. K always said, before I started Go Back Up, I was a medical doctor. I knew my stuff there, and I'd made some impact in some people's lives. And I came with some quality already before I even got on to Go Back Up. And yes, that quality is a plus, which we should all have. All of us have a certain plus. Or if you don't even have, you should build a certain plus because you're also good at something, except you've not put your mind to that thing that you are good at. So you are not
Mhm.
focusing so much on it. We all have, I'm not talking about certificates. I'm not talking about degrees. Because surprisingly, most of the multimillionaires in the world, they are not titled. They are not titled. I mean, Elon Musk is not Professor, Doctor, Archimedes, plus a lot of alphabets after his name. Jeff Bezos, similar. But we can all learn. The only difference is the learning. And what helped me grow and go fast within this is that thing that Dr. Kiri told me when I got on the project. He said, look, when you learn and you become that valuable in what you have, the value will command its own
It
returns.
will.
That value will definitely command its own returns.
It will.
The only thing that will make you not get returns is if not put value on yourself or if not put value on what you are offering. So long as you put value on it, and that value is going to come from your learning of it. The next time you open your mouth to tell the next person about it, it's not about a service. It's not about money. It is more than that. It is value you are giving to the person doing that. And that value, the returns come more than just the money you are looking for. It's not about money. It's about the value you are offering the person. So I think the difference for me has been the learning that went into when I saw Got Back Up. I was like, oh, okay. So what is it about? I asked questions and just jumped into it and started learning about it because I was so
Okay, so
determined to
Boris,
know.
let me dig deeper. I know you said that the difference is about you learning the go backup. Now, I want to understand. Others might also say that, but they are coming here, they are learning. They are also learning some. So what is it? What is it that has helped? Because here's the thing, you come here, you brought in more than 6 medical doctors, even beyond, and then you're doing so well. What is it? What is the real thing that you think that you bring to the table before the table brings to you?
I'll call it the consistency and the showing up. The consistency and the showing up. People, we all start projects like this with a big dream and a big why. Like we saw something that made us say we want to do this. And most of the time, when we start with when we start without the knowledge we need, we go about it the wrong way. But the what you need to do for anything you start is to consistently show up for it. I mean, the closest example I could perhaps use is maybe church as an example, for lack of a better example. We go to church consistently because we know the value we get from church every day. Every day you go, Sunday after Sunday you go because you get some value from there. But we sign on to a project like this and we are looking for the results. But people are not showing up consistently to build themselves first, then the results will follow. Most of our pastors are who they are because they spend so much time in the Bible. So they know so much to pour to us to learn. Same way, if you show up consistently to learn, but for me, since I started Go Back Up,
Okay,
every training I'm there.
let me clarify this. So people say, but I show up consistently and I'm learning. But maybe that person's definition of learning is not the learning. So what do you specifically mean that the person is really learning?
You know, I hope everybody on the call today has at least a pen and a paper beside them. If you show up to listen within 5 hours, something will block it out. You forget. I still have my book. It's still here. I have a book. Every training, I mean, since Doc started talking, I've been writing some notes down here. Every training, showing up is not being physically present. I learned
Mm,
something. There's a difference between hearing and listening. Most of us show up and we hear because, I mean, hearing is physiological. I mean, hearing means your ears are open, you can hear. I mean, all of us here can hear. But if I should go back and ask you, what did I say the last minute ago? What did I say about consistency? Then we'll know those who are actually paying attention. Because when it comes to listening, you listen with your mind. You have to consciously pay attention. And having to write what you are learning, you are listening to, is the process of learning. Because when you have listened to it and you have written it down, your brain is now able to create an image around it, which you can always fall back on when you have to remember it. And learning is not just hearing, it's about participating in the conversation. You see, those who are commenting, they are actually not hearing, they are listening. So when you say something, they put it there. It has gone through their consciousness, so they can actually put it back out there. But if you are just showing up for being here because there's a meeting, just to hear, but not to learn and put something down, then you are really not helping yourself.
mm,
Um, I kept telling everybody who starts that, guys, get a book. This is a serious business. It's a business that you are going to be learning, taking notes, and also taking track, keeping track. So if you are not engaging your mind in this process, then
mhm.
no learning is happening. You are just showing up and listen and basically hearing, but not actively listening to put anything that will stick with you as you go on. And I think we should all be conscious about every time we get to be together because we may not get the time again. I mean, if there's time for meeting, it's not you once you show up, you should show up fully, like soak up everything that you need to soak up because you may not
Exactly.
get a second chance to come back to listen to it because you missed it. I mean, if you genuinely missed this, then dedicate time to listen to it again. That was one of the things I was doing when I started because sometimes I had lectures and I'll miss it. But close of the I'll binge listen to it because I need to get what I missed out because I needed to grow. And I didn't know anything about cloud
Okay.
storage.
So this is good. So let me get it. So it means that if someone is starting this business today,
Yeah.
the person must first of all be consistently learn how to run the business. But the person will also have to learn the things the leaders are doing. So the individual person will have to learn. And how do you learn? You learn first by reading books. Don't you? Are not talking about the books I gave you from the beginning.
Yes, you learn from reading a lot of reading, lots of reading. When I started this journey, I didn't know I didn't know which books were even necessary for this. And there were actually books on how to interact with people. There were books on leadership. In fact, there's a whole book on how to do affiliate in this industry. Go Pro. I thought that book was like the blueprints to succeed in this industry. Then there was there's another one. I think I get. There are books to
There are
learn.
books. There are
There are
books.
books
Somebody should
to
write
learn.
some of the books there, please, ladies and gentlemen. Write some of the key books that one needs to have.
Think,
One
think,
major
think and
book
grow
everybody
rich.
needs to have is the
There's
book of
even old
Proverbs.
audio versions of it. There's John C. Maxwell's on leadership.
Yeah, the
There's
5 levels of leadership.
five levels of leadership. Then there's this one. The cover is
Don't
just on my
worry, if you
face. I
don't
can't
remember,
remember
don't
the
worry.
title.
But there are plenty in
I'll
your
put
head.
it. Yeah. So the learning is not only this one, it's even when you're out of here. How are you, what other things are you adding to yourself to add on to your own value? Because the truth is, when you have learned something, once you open your mouth, it will show that you've been
Mm,
learning.
mm,
And even if people have known you in one form before, all of a sudden when you start talking, they see you, hey, what has changed? Something has definitely changed about you. Because the knowledge and even your vocabulary, which books teach us, it changes. Like I, for one, it became obvious even amongst my siblings that something was changing. And it changes not just in one dimension, it changes in everything that you do.
mm.
there's 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 a beauty about this industry. I think we tap into it. We must tap into it consciously. With as read as a book alchemist.
By the way, I love the books people are typing there. The question is whether
Yeah.
people are reading these books.
Actually
And
reading them.
yeah, yeah. All right, I'll come back to you. Let me go to Enyanam. So, Enyanam, what we're discussing is, and I want it to be pointy, not lecturing. I don't like lecturing at this stage. I just want people to get the point. What is it? Because see, you are kind of a slow but sure woman. That's one thing people have told me. The Enyanam, she doesn't talk fast, but she's actually doing the thing. Like the thing is happening, it's happening, it's happening, and it is happening. So, what is it that you think that it helps you, or it has helped you up to the level of this emerald where you are and where you keep going? Okay, even though you've had challenges, I mean, sometimes you wish you give up and all of that. But what is it that you think it has to be foundation and continuous in your business?
The fact is, you have to know where you are going. That's the
Mm.
first thing.
It's called
What is
fishing.
pushing you? What is pushing you? What is in your mind? Where do you
Mm.
want to be?
Mm.
I've always thought of that. Where do I want to be in a number of years? Everyone has it. Someone will say 5 years, someone will say 10 years. So if you have vision of where you are going, definitely as you start right now, it dictates your steps. That is the first thing.
Mm.
Then the second one is that no matter where you be in life, you know that there has to be sacrifices. Without sacrifice, there is no glory. So, first, you would have to be willing to sacrifice for what you want to be. Life is what you choose it to be, not what
Mm.
others do for you. So if you make up your mind in that quest, no matter what people do, yes, your spirit may go down, but one thing you have to know is that you lift yourself up no matter what is around you. It all depends on you. So manage your perceptions. What are the things that arouse your interest? Get those things. And for the learning aspect, it is part of life. You would have to learn. So, for instance, as you are saying, I meet challenges. So, when the challenges come, what goes into my mind is that I don't know something. I need to go and learn about that. So, I go back to the learning process to be able to get better. And gradually, as you do it, the results start changing and it also changes your perception.
Wonderful. Now, I just want to put this record, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not read GoPro, go and read GoPro. If you have not read GoPro, go and please read GoPro, because the thing is that every mistake that you might be making in this project, every mistake, GoPro has documented it. And if you read the GoPro for this particular industry that we are in, it will help you to avoid so many mistakes. Now, like I told you, nobody has ever been able to reach the level. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I beg you to please take this. Nobody will ever be able to get to the level of, of this emerald without reading a book on this industry. There's no way. I don't know how that person, if the person gets there, he will drop. So I'm begging you, get at least 5 of the books that has been indicated, okay, and then you can read them. Okay. Key ones: read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, read The Richest Man in Babylon, read that book, read Go Pro by Eric Warren. Okay, keep this book as the foundational book. Okay. Atomic Habits is a wonderful book as well that you want to get. But keep these books and ensure that you are reading them, because if you even read those books, you will come closer to the meetings, and the meetings will help you. Okay, so now let it comes to value. Value is built over time. Value doesn't just come out and becomes value. And ladies and gentlemen, please take note that you got to be consistent at the thing before it becomes value to the world. Let me give you an example. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it is, when you get time, type Satan, lovers of Satan. When you get time and go and check, you will get over 1 million clicks about lovers of Satan. And you will even get people who love Satan. So Satan has taken time to build his value for people to like him. The same way Kenny Jonas, who some people might not like, has taken time and insulted the presidencies, insulted government, insulted many people, insulted. And initially, people will not like it, isn't it? Initially, he wasn't getting followers, but he has consistently created that value in the mind of people to the extent that today, if this guy is coming, you see paparazzi following him. There's a guy who has no degree, like Kenny Jonas, and yet he is liked. So it's not about academic excellence. It's not about popularity. It's about value you bring. Efia Schwarzenegger is not liked by a lot of people, but she's loved by a lot of people because she brings something to the table of the men of people that some people like it so much that she has over 1 million followers on TV3. So it's not about what is good or what is not good. It is about what you see the world needs. And you don't do it once and forget. For example, when Bodemaya wanted to, advertise Africa, he started in China. The Chinese people were laughing at him, insulting him, and all of that. But Bodemaya said it took him years before he started getting people to follow him. It's taking him time. At that time, nobody will go and seek him to show them how to do YouTubing. Nobody will go and pay more than money. Today, if you want him to even feature himself at a program, he charges $10,000 before he will show himself. You see, his value has grown over time. It has built up over time. What do you think if Wodemaya should register with GotBackUp? It is not him selling GotBackUp. It is his value, who he has become in the process. I keep saying that who you are is just your nature. What you are becoming is a manifestation. So you got to understand that for some of you, it will take time for you to build your presence before some people will register with you. So coming back to your point, again, let's hit the nail on the head and be honest. What is it that makes people want to register with you? Because they're not registering with GotBackUp.
Yes, very true. The fact is that people have seen me multiple times being consistent in many things. And how I started, that's not how I am now. They see the growth that is coming. And if you are growing like that, they know that definitely a time will come that you blow up. And the first thing I often tell people is that I'm not in this to only market GotBackUp. I'm in it to help you become a better version of yourself. As I'm improving, you too, you need to grow. Because associations matter. I can't be here and you will be there and no, definitely you would have to get closer as I also grow. So if you are able to put yourself in the path of learning, you would also definitely grow. You won't be like how you I used not to talk slowly like this. To be
Mm.
frank, you may think that I'm a melancholic, but no, I'm not. But as I keep growing, I realize that at times you would have to tone down for people. Otherwise, you scare some people around you. So you would have to gel with people. You know, people feel you before you even speak. The
Mm.
demeanor around you, people feel, and it's only some people who can associate with. It's not everybody. You are not for everybody. That is one thing that we have to bear in mind. It's not everybody who will come close to you. So don't focus on people liking you. Produce yourself and you attract the people that are for you. Your clan, your enclave, whatever term you call your ethnic group. Not,
Lineage, your
I'm not
tribe.
talking about
Your
your
tribe.
tribe. Yes, your tribe, that is what I wanted, would draw near to you. And when those people come, you realize that it's like a spark. You blow up because you are together. But if you are with the people that are not like you go and you feel uncomfortable around you. No
Mm.
human being can grow alone. That is the fact. You need a group of people to grow up with. And if you don't find those people, you just go on. So, for instance, Tommy Wallington, she's always moving with people.
Mhm.
There are some group of people who are always around her. Why? They draw from each other. She's the leader, but she feeds on the others. If you come around someone and you realize that your spirit, people call it your spirit, is not agreeing with the person, there's no way you can grow together. And it comes from mindsets, culture, principle, and many other things. And gradually, when people start seeing that you are authentic enough, they get drawn to you. It's not about how long you've been there, it's about how consistent you've been. If you've been consistent and they see the growth, not like the fake shiny one, they will be
Exactly.
drawn to you.
You know, one thing I told Fulera was consistent for a while, doing videos, and now all of a sudden
No,
I don't
no,
see.
something is something that is happening.
Yes, I know, I know. So
Eh,
I called her and I told her, and she told me that something is happening. I said yes, but you see, the people don't know that. The people don't know what is happening, and if they have started following you, okay, they have to continue. So
yes, it's true.
here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you check, I have Facebook, and I started Facebook. Sorry, I have YouTube channel, and I started my YouTube channel in 2009. For the first 10 years, I had nobody. 10 years, nobody was following me. Okay, but then after that, the next 3 years, over 5,000 people started following me. My point is that it takes time to build value. It takes time to build value. And if you want it quick, you will lose it fast.
Very
If you
fast.
want it quick, you lose it fast. That's why so many people come in here, they want it quick, so they lose fast, they leave fast. Okay? They want quick, they lose fast. And I want to pick some of the people here. Because Dorothy, you were mentioning some things. For example, if you look at Bijo, Bijo is talking, and I've highlighted some of her messages. She is a reverend minister. And Bijo is moving so fast, so powerfully with her husband, so powerfully in this business, not because they are good in GotBackUp, but why? Dorothy, why? I mean, they are your people.
So it's two things, you know. I think I learned this from Tammy in the early stages for me. And Tammy said, if people like you, they'll listen to you. And if people trust you, they'll do business with you. So Calvin and his wife they've already built a reputation, a reliable reputation. They've shown their successes. They've shown
Mm.
their trustworthiness. They've shown, look, if you come in, we will help you to be like us because this is the process that we use. So people trust them. And their rising shows that, hey, the system works. What they have work. So they have built that system around them, and to hold on to something that is offering value and an impact that transcends, shall I say, generations, transcends people's possible dreams and access to help people to actually build their dreams, then it's like it's a shared value on that side. So I think they are growing because of the value they have and the trust that people have built with them over time. I'm sure for them too, it didn't just happen with Go Backup. They've
Mm.
proven it over years. So now another vehicle has opened up for people to ride on, for them to also support other people. But I know Reverend Viju has a vision, in fact, a vision that she's running with, and this is a nice vehicle that supports it. So communicating that vision, like Enyo started, it's like when the vision is clear, the like you say, the portals don't matter how you get there,
We don't.
because
We don't.
nothing matters. You know where you are going. The destination is so clear. The nuances along the path do not matter because you
Mm.
know what this
Mm.
is going to be. So
Mm.
many of us need to have a vision of what this will be when it has worked. Like
Mm.
that vision drives, it drives from inside. So whether people are saying no, whether they are saying yes, whether you are tired, whether you have so many things to do, you still cannot stop running with this drive until you have achieved it. So I think that is one of the things that holds it going. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you've hit the nail. So in the process of the pain, in the process of the rejection, even whilst you are going through the objections and the rejections and the tornadoes and the hurricanes and the typhoons, okay, even whilst you are going through, because the vision is clear in the head, you don't see any problem, you don't feel like quitting, you don't feel like just giving it all up because it's so clear. Because what you see is paradisical, but what they see is a scam. They see scam, but you see paradise. And so you are
Yeah.
going and you are going with alacrity. The fact that you are still going 1 year, you're still going 2 years, then you see the people who saw you 2 years ago are coming back. They're not coming back because the thing is good, but they're coming back because you are stuck to the vision. Aisha, puya, taba. Okay, and that part is where those who eventually succeed and succeed big, others don't understand. Oh, I tried it, but it didn't work. No, you were doing the thing, you are not building your vision. You are doing the thing, you are not building your value. You're building your thing. You think the thing is what is working for you, but it's your value that is driving the vision. See, I told somebody that it is not God backup that is working for me. I am working for God backup. So you got to have something you are. The God backup, like you said, God backup is a vehicle that helps you to propagate something you have already prepared. What if you have prepared nothing? Now, the same way when we pray to God and we say, God, help me, God doesn't bless you. We keep saying this thing. God never blesses anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, take note. God only blesses what you have. When Joseph was sold into a pit, okay, Joseph, in that position, God was still with him. But what he was experiencing was pain. When Potiphar's wife sentenced him to prison, God was still with him, but he was experiencing pain. Okay? Then, through that process, he became the prime minister of Egypt. God was still with him. But what was happening is that everywhere where Joseph went, whatever he touched was working. When he was in the house of Potiphar, everything in Potiphar's house became wonderful. And when he was sentenced to prison, he was made the overall boss of the prison. God was not blessing Joseph, he was only blessing what he was doing. Whatever he was doing, God will bless. So ask, what am I doing for him to bless it? What value are you bringing to the marketplace for God to water it? Okay. I have to bring something. That go back up. Somebody brought it. Somebody brought it. So before you are using GotBackUp, what are you adding? Some people must see you as adding something. Now, for some of us here, we will add what we have achieved in our jobs. That is why we keep saying that also showcase who you are in your job. If you're a math teacher, show it. If you are a relationship manager, why are you hiding? You are also for mommy in your church place and you are hiding. Showcase it. People will start valuing you for that. You're a medical doctor, showcase. You're a nurse, showcase it. You're a doctor, showcase it. You're a teacher, showcase it. You're a banker, be proud of it. These are the things that magnetize people to you. Then you now add this knowledge of God back up to it. Then it becomes a complete, but it's not all God back up, God back up, God back up, God back up. Okay. And that one, people will not cherish it over time. So, and what will be your final message in terms of value creation and how that can help us build our business?
Okay. Every human being has value in him or her. There's nothing that has been made useless. So before you start thinking, I can't talk, please, you have something you like. The only thing is you will have to develop confidence that you know this. If you don't know the process, this is the time to sit down and document the process. Probably you know how to cook okra soup very well. Everyone who eats the okra soup gives you credit that this is nice, but you haven't measured the amount of salt you put in, pepper. Start measuring it and decide that you will make money out of that okra. It will draw other people. You are not getting, your friends and family are not responding to you. Start selling your okra soup. It will draw people to you. This will be a new crop of what prospects for you. You will not know. Maybe someone is praying for an opportunity to get online, and this is what will draw to you. We all have something. Pick one thing in your life you are good and decide that by next year this time you will be much better. At least your neighbors will note you for that thing. And I can assure you, it will start changing things around you. Our perception put us into action. If you don't have the right perception, you will always think that you are vulnerable, you are in the minority. That thing, move it from you are a person. You can become
And by the way,
whatever
you
you
just
want to.
vomited a phrase that we all know that our perception, this is our action. Okay? That was a powerful. You said it without realizing, but it is a powerful phrase. Now we have to quote you anytime we say it. Please continue.
So please, let's take action and stop playing the victim. We are victors.
We are victors. We are victors. How sweet. How sweet. Can George, what's your final message?
I'm wondering where to even start from. Look, every one of us here is a black diamond, believe it or not. Everybody on this project is a black diamond. It's just a matter of time and space for us to get there. Between time and space, what goes into it is us holding on to that vision of Black Diamond and doing everything that is expected of us to be there. Sometimes you don't know what to do, just follow the leaders. The beauty about this industry is it is a copy and paste thing. You see, go to Dr. Keowe status, because they have not been able to post much. Go to Enyo status, see what they are doing there. Just ask Dr. Keowe, can I get that video and post too? Somebody will ask you about something they've posted. And you just have to do the same thing the leaders are doing. And you have to keep showing up to learn and be humble to be coached. Because the winners here, I think every leader I know is someone who is very humble and coachable. All of us here are still learning. We are not even done learning. And we have not even started, like Dr. K will say, we've not started this project yet. We are still at the learning stages. We've not mastered to own, to more. We are all learning the process. This is the time for us to learn it and master it. And in the next few years, when the volumes are coming, you will be a person of value because you've already invested into this. So change your vision of what this is. Have a new mindset about this project. Look, I don't know how else to explain where we are in this data storage era we are in. People keep talking about the AIs. People keep talking about AI, data storage. The videos we play are as real as they are. The demand is coming. And thankfully, this is the only industry that this is the only product, the only service that gives you a chance to earn some good income. Like there's something I have learned from Calvin and his wife. One of the presentations they do, they say, look, for many of us, the chances of us making $100,000, $10,000 in our own professions is next to nothing. Like you can work hard till retirement. You won't even get $10,000 a month. Like
No
it's
way.
not possible. It's not possible. But this is something that it's not like the most difficult thing. Let me even use medicine. Medicine, you have to learn 6 years before you can even master it. Go backup project. Give yourself one crazy month. Dig into it. Practice everything possible because your skill set comes with practice. Over here, the knowledge is not by the reading; it comes by the practice, and you keep getting better every day and every day and every day. This surely would give you some thousands of dollars that you have never even ever imagined. So when the pains come, see it as look, it's part of the journey because you are on a mission not for yourself to impact a whole community you are coming along with. It's a whole community. Everybody you help to get into this project is another branch of impact you've actually opened. You can only imagine what that will do for that family because you show them this. The next person you speak to is another blessing you are giving to that person. So if you are handling blessings for people, why are you afraid to share it? Why are you afraid to share with the next person? Why are you afraid to talk to the next person when you know what you are giving the person is going to help the person? So let's, like you say, change our perspective about this because the perspective tells what your reaction is going to be. Like, because you're afraid, then I won't even you hold back. But if you see this as a positive thing, a positive project, which it is, your approach to it is different. And Black Diamond is certain. Like when I look at our page and we are more than 1,000, I'm like, wow, see how Africa is blessed. 1,000 billionaires. Hey, then we soon will not need any government. We would solve all our own problems because we all have something unique that God put in us to solve. And you are also valuable. And commit to the learning, commit to your own value creation. This works. This is me 2 years into it. I didn't see myself becoming this person. But I'm not even done. I don't know where
Oh
I
yeah,
can
you're
see
not
more.
you're not seeing it.
I can see more coming. I just have
You
to just
ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't
and you are equally the same. Just commit to it. The people we meet on this project and the rubbing of shoulders and the learning that happens, you won't get it anywhere. Like there's no way I would have gotten mentorship from Dr. K for free. I mean, do you know how much people pay for this? There's no way I would have met Enyo to learn how to slow down my speech at some times because people hear better when you slow down. I speak fast. I'm learning that from here. I'm learning from Calvin and Reverend Bijou how to a whole family should be in a business. I thought, oh, business is just one person who does it and then the wife does something else. But here, a family is doing a business. I see things differently now. I see another, like, what you learn here, you won't get it anywhere. It is what brings the value. And this is how wealth is created, guys. It's created from
yeah,
these things.
yeah. It's
So,
family business. I love that word. It's family business. It's a very deep thing. I wish Calvin's network was good so that he could speak and then
oh,
share his
yeah, me
story.
too. Oh, it
Ah, you
is.
are there. Oh, Calvin,
My
honestly, I thought
network
you
is
were there.
good.
Ah, so you I mean you have leveled the playing field. You have grown and you have built this business not alone, not with your wife, but with your children. I mean, I was so surprised your children were taking videos, they were paparazzi in the whole business. They're so soaked in the pain, and that shows how you where you see it. That shows your vision has encapsulated everybody around you in this. What would you tell someone who really, honestly wants to do this business? but he wants to do this business, not doing the business, but building himself or his family.
Thank you, Doug. It's an honor to be in the studio with, you know, these great African leaders on the project. Um, Guys, what I would say is we have something very big. The first thing one needs to build when you I mean, in anything, what you do, forget about GotBackUp, but this relates to GotBackUp, is your belief system or our belief. Belief is the seed. Without it, nothing grows. So we put a limit, we put a ceiling onto how um how high we can grow or we can rise based on what we think. So I mean, many people on the project, yes, they're on the project, but they have doubts. They have some doubts. We're talking about belief, but doubt is the opposite. And I'm told that, probably read as well, doubt kills more dreams than failure will ever. Just think about it. Doubts kill more dreams than failure ever will. So believe, if your belief is high on in whatever you do, people see that. Belief turns impossibility into I'm possible. When you believe in yourself, others have no choice but to follow you. So it's just
This is a very
about
powerful statement. Okay? It says when you believe in yourself, others have no
others
choice
no
but to follow.
choice but to follow you. So belief is so big for me.
This is
So
tasty.
when you're speaking to someone, they look at they look at you. I mean, they from your belief you create passion. So that's the other thing. You can it goes with passion, but without belief you can't have passion. So passion is only a fuel. It keeps you burning, it keeps the fire on when even the road is tough, when the journeying is difficult, when there is a huddle, you still have passion because you have the fuel. All right. Passion turns work into not work, but it turns it into fun. It turns it into play. So it goes together, but all of that definitely comes from your belief. A person with passion is unstoppable, even with all or without resources. They can move, they can create. All right. So and passion, as you know, is contagious. All right. So we need to carry it with it, and others will catch it. You carry a lot of passion, so people have no choice but to just catch it. I was saying that the other day, and so both of them go together. Belief gives you confidence. Passion will give you energy. So you need the two of them together, and well, people will have no choice but just to listen to you, will have to agree with what you say. They may not like it, they will agree with you. So we need to, they will accept it. um they sometimes don't even know what it is, but they sign up because of
Exactly.
you,
Exactly.
because of you. So
Exactly. That point
let's
is deep.
build our belief system. It is very important, and get some passion.
Wow. 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 This is very powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, the key word is that your belief will make people chase you. They will join you because they have no option. And it's true. Sometimes I talk a lot on the page, I talk a lot. And the reason is not because I don't have any job to do, that's why I'm talking. Because I want people to be magnetized by my belief system. Because sometimes people don't know what to believe again. They don't know what to believe. So that's why Satan can also get people. Because people, they don't know what to believe again. Because as far as they're concerned, they think that God is wonderful, but why is He allowing suffering? So their belief is shaky. Their belief is shaky. And Satan knows because their belief is shaky. He taps in on their belief and then he catches them. So when you are so positive about what you are doing, okay, even those who are positive, look at people who are the Al-Qaeda people, the ISIS people, the Juju people. What they have is so bad, it's so negative. They know it's so bad. They know it's evil. They know it's satanic, but they know people buy it. You see how their belief is. They know that the more they talk about it, the more they brainwash people, the more they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, people will buy into that belief. They will put a suicide vest on their body. They'll go and kill themselves in the World Trade Center, knowing very well they will go to heaven because they have pumped that belief system into them.
Yep.
How much more you and I, who are something good, if something bad is gaining momentum like that, how much more something good will pay? Okay, so we have to have a strong belief in what we have. First, believe in yourself. Second, believe in the business you are doing. Believe in the leadership. Believe in the organization. But ultimately believe in yourself. Because you see, when you believe in yourself, nothing can shake you, first of all. Even if they don't follow you, you will not be shaken by them. Because yourself is stronghold in that regard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, I want us to just watch this 58-second video by Ugo.
Your best friend by making study your partner.
Hold on. Where's the video?
Create a room in your house as a study room. Make it.
Let's start.
Money doesn't go to those who need the money. It goes to those who create value. You can't create value without study. You need to make value your best friend by making study your partner. Go to your home today, create a room in your house as a study room. Make it beautiful. When you come home, have romance with knowledge so you can get pregnant with vision. As you begin to have this intercourse with knowledge, your brain will get pregnant. Ideas will come. You feel so great about yourself. You can't wait to go on this. So when you come out, you spit out some beautiful thing. The whole world will gravitate towards you.
So this is the message. Go home into your room, have romance with knowledge, and you get pregnant with the value. And the world, when you open your mouth, the world will gravitate towards you. Anytime you open your mouth in this business, people are not gravitating towards you. It's because you have not taken knowledge, you have not had a romance with knowledge, you have not been pregnant with value. And that is why you've not had any person following you. So let's continue to double up our brain muscle. See, every leader who has spoken here is solid when it comes to his knowledge belt. Every leader here is solid. And that is what we want to have. So I want to say thank you all very much. Thank you, Mrs. Enyana Mepefania Stephanie. Always reliable and dependable. Thank you very much, Calvin Berg, for coming here. We love your belief system knowledge. And thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy Hansen. A new Ugo mentee, okay? A new Ugo mentee, okay? This lady is eating knowledge. She's getting impregnated with knowledge. Very soon she'll be pregnant with value, and her value will command its own returns. I want to say thank you very much. All of you who have been on the call. Bijo, thank you, Benjamin, thank you, Agnes, thank you, Kelvin, thank you, Mudasiru, thank you, Seru, thank you, Felix, Kelvin, and everyone who has been here. It's been a pleasure having all of you here. Let's go tell the world we have a wonderful. Now, for your information, there will be an adjustment to the health work. Okay, you are going to be noticed very soon. There will be an adjustment to the health work. And when we had the board of directors meeting, it's been suggested we should stretch it a little bit because we want to have something unique alongside with it. Okay, and the council will discuss on this, and then we'll bring it to you. It's going to be fantastic. So we'll stretch the date a little bit, like a week or two ahead, to bring home momentum. Tomorrow we have a special presentation to the whole world. Okay, and the leadership is ready. Bring your friends, families, co-workers, acquaintances, neighbors, enemies. Tell them you have a surprise gift for them, and bring them to come and listen to knowledge and be impacted by it. Until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. And until what you do benefits you and other people, what you do is useless, because the evidence of knowledge is results. You can't tell me that you are so bucketed with knowledge when there is no result. So each time I'm not getting the result, then it means that I do not have the requisite knowledge, and that is why my result is not happening, because the evidence of knowledge is result. So please, let's continue to eat the milk of knowledge, and we will experience the joy of impact in the life of other people. Thank you all very much indeed. Have an enjoyable weekend. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you tomorrow during our special public presentation.